Hello you guys, welcome back to another video on the channel and welcome to finally the future roadmap video. Yeah, this is going to be the last Train Sim World related video or Train Sim World video in general until the 25th of September. Yeah, anyway, this is the future roadmap. I'm not going to, some of the articles I'm going to read through on it, some bits I'm not, I'm just going to explain in my own words. Yeah, that's what I'm basically going to do. So, let's get into it. So this is the future roadmap. It's a little bit different to the normal one. We had the return of the Take a Ticket show this year, and we had some new routes announced. So we've got Birmingham to Crewe from Motherboard Studios. This route was teased, believe it or not, back in April, and I didn't even know that it was. I didn't even realise it was teased back along then. But yeah, I know a lot of people will be happy to have a more modern Crewe station in Train Sim World compared to the one we already have in Spirit of Steam, which is a Steam route. Um, yeah, basically it runs between Birmingham New Street and Crewe, and it's a completely new route from a new third-party developer, Audible Studios. Yeah, it looks very, very cool. So this is one of the screenshots. As you can see, it looks absolutely fantastic. You've got some train sheds in the background. Class 390 Pendolino there. Yeah, very nice screenshot indeed. But the one thing they didn't really talk about on the Dovetail Direct is the other trains you could drive. The only thing they prominently spoke about was the 350 services. Yeah, but I do strongly believe there will be other services as trains you can drive as well, like the 390 and others, etc., etc. Yeah, I have no idea where this is, but this looks awesome. Very, very nice screenshot here. Here looks like an awesome route, doesn't it? You've got one off Birmingham New Street. You've got 390 there, 390 there, and then a 350 as well. Looking awesome. And I believe that's Crewe. I'm not 100% sure. I think that might be Crewe. But yeah, again, as you can see, it looks very different from the version we have already in Train Sim World in Spirit of Steam, because obviously that is set in the Steam Train era. But yeah, the attention to detail here is looking nice. It's a pretty nice looking station actually, from what I can from this screenshot anyway. But yeah, awesome looking stuff. Look at that, you've got an old signal box there. I think that is, yeah, it's got to be an old signal box that used to be used, but probably not anymore. But yeah, that's a cool little addition. Another nice screenshot here of a Class 350 and some amazing scenery, obviously, as well. I should also mention there is going to be multiple variants of the 350 for 351s, for 350-2s, and the 350-3s. Yep, we're getting the multiple marks versions of the 350s. That's really cool, and yeah, that's a welcome addition, isn't it? Another screenshot. Look at there. That seems to be a tunnel. I think that's another view of the same picture, I think. Yeah, it's got to be. Or maybe not. Again, fantastic looking screenshots. And that's inside, I think, one of the depots of the sidings, looking awesome. Not sure what station entrance that is. Correct me if I'm wrong, I really do not know. Yeah. But in the comments what station entrance this is, I don't recognise it. I'm sorry if I sound silly, but saying that, but yeah. We've got another photo from inside crew. This is probably like near the concourse area or something. As you can see, the directions board signage. It's looking awesome. Very, very modern, very sleek. Yeah, looking great. Then of course, oh yeah, it also has 323s. It has 158s as well, because you can see a 158 in the background. So it seems there will be multiple AI trains and AI layers, trains, what have you in this route. It's going to be very packed. But yeah, that's another shot of crew station, looking very busy there. Now, I think this is a route we will talk through. It's called Liberec Starapaka to Starapaka from Vector Simulations. We love introducing all new teams to our Train to Mold partner program, and today we are lucky to have two developers to share with you all. Let's start with Vector Simulations, who will be taking Train to Mold to Czech Republic for the first time. Vector Simulations, our first Czech add-on for Train to Mold, will accurately represent the route 30 from Liberec to Stara Parka, measuring 80 kilometers with a single track and based around the year 2018. The route is technically and visually very diverse, traverses multiple deep valleys with high viaducts and goes through 8 tunnels. In some parts you can even drive 100 kilometers an hour. Thanks to this, it offers not only interesting driving profiles and gradients, but also a visually attractive environment. You can also find Harubi Rohozek Castle near Ternov. Look at these screenshots. These are some deers, obviously. You've got a Czech train in the background. I'm not sure what train that is, but it's a Czech Republic train of some sort. Yeah. Looking very scenic though, isn't it? I mean, you've got another shot here. So as you can tell, it's going to be a single track. I mean, the scenery looks very scenic. You know, you've got some trees in the background, ground full of greenery, surrounded by greenery. It just, yeah, it looks awesome. You will enjoy local and express passenger services with Class 843. You will see beautiful sunrises and sunsets on top of hills around Liberec, misty valley of Jezera River, and you will try to solve some unusual traffic situations during extraordinary situations. The model accurately represents the real life example and includes some characteristic behaviours and failures. So yeah, it's looking awesome. So this model accurately represents real life. So it includes multiple liveries, including bulb and LED lights, wheel names on some variants as per year 2018, multiple technical display pages with fully simulated valves, values, VO79 radio station, LS90 safety system, and multiple unit driving support. This is the other train that I think is featured. Looking cool. Look at that view out the cab. Very scenic, with the fields as well in the background. Yeah, looking awesome. You will also drive Class 750, commonly nicknamed Googles due to its characteristic look. Or Goggles. I think I said that wrong. Said that right. With some freight service, climbs steep hills with heavy trains, sometimes with single locomotive, other times with two or even with a banking locomotive. Explore a detailed model of the engine room and feel the characteristic scent of diesel and 1970s. For Class 750, will also feature 4 different liveries: VO67, radio station, LS4 safety system, support of multiple engine driving, and a banking locomotive. So this is the other train with its rather strange but unique look. And that's the engine room, and I do believe this is the first locomotive to come to Train Sim World and have full access to the engine room for the first time ever. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. These screenshots are just fantastic, and just as a treat, here's a few more we can sneak in without exposing this article. Yeah, look at that. That's the view out of the cab, obviously, as you go up the hilly bit of the route and what have you. Yeah, the scenery's looking awesome there. Scenic views, just, yeah, again, after scenic views, it's just looking wonderful. Looks like there'll be some forestry areas around this route as well, it looks like. A close-up of the controls in the cab. One of the alternative liveries there. Yeah, it's looking awesome. The new country list keeps growing. Thank you to the Vector Simulations team for their details on the first check route arriving soon to Train Sim World. How about we catch a flight to another new location? Yep, there's another new location in this that will be in this game, and that is Lisbon to Setúbal from Virtua via 360. As the second of our new partner developers, let's meet Virtua via 360, who will also be bringing Train Sim World to a whole new country, with the first Portuguese route coming to Train Sim World 6. Let's move the team behind the route. We're Virtua 360, a Portuguese company that has game developers and train enthusiasts bringing the first ever Portuguese routes to Train Sim World. We are really excited to join the third-party program at Dovetail to bring our vision and work to Train Sim World. Look at that awesome photo there. Awesome screenshot. That looks to be a depot, I think, of some sort. I'm not too sure. Maybe sidings, but looking awesome regardless. Embark on a stunning 54-kilometre journey from Lisbon's bustling hubs to other commuter suburbs. Or the other commuter suburbs. Taking amazing views of the Tejo River, the iconic 25D Abril Bridge, and the picturesque landscape of the Setúbal Peninsula. This add-on is recreated with outstanding detail of the commuter rail experience across 14 stations, featuring the 3500 series EMU and a true-to-life timetable. Got another screenshot here with what looks to be the departure boards featured on the platforms at the stations. Again, the attention to detail here looks awesome. Awesome stuff. The route will also feature complete Portuguese signalling and safety systems, a faithfully recreated timetable according to real-world information, and it will be the first add-on to introduce the 1668mm gauge to Train Sim World. We can't wait to visit Portugal, so expect more soon from our friends at Virtua 360 as they take us further across the world. Okay, so next one is from Train Dovetail. This one, and it's New York to Stamford from Dovetail Games. Now, we're coming from our teams at Dovetail. We're excited to announce we're heading back to the NEC with more local New York freight. Get ready for a choice between the Metro North and Northeast corridor routes as you set off from Grand Central or New York Penn on the way to Stamford in the brand new Metro North M8 locomotive. We're not ready to share development screenshots yet, but take a look at what you can expect in this handcrafted route map from our marketing coordinator, James. So this is all we know about this upcoming New York route. We've already got a New York route coming into Train Sim Mode 6. That's going to be a launch route, but this one seems to be a completely another new American route, but will probably be available in Train Sim World further down the line. Next up, we have got Stuttgart to Heilbronn from Dovetail Games. We're winding back the clock to the 2000s era with another German route coming from our teams at Dovetail Games. Get your hands on over 50 kilometers of southwest Germany, featuring a mix of big freight yards and fields and an extremely busy timetable to manage. And whilst we're in early development, we have a couple WIP models or WIP models to share today for both the new Rittenberger, Schürwagen and BR140 locomotive included in the add-on. Please note the colours on these WIP models are purely added for our artists to better understand propositions during development. So these are obviously very early pictures, and they're probably the models are still being developed and built and what have you. Yeah, looking awesome. Awesome there. And of course, enjoy a Stuttgart Heilbronn route map. Yeah, it's looking awesome. We'll be showing more about these two routes from our teams in the coming months, so stay tuned for now. Let's tune back into an add-on we know you're all waiting for. Yep, this route has actually, before I get into this bit of the article, this route has actually was announced almost a couple years ago now, I think it was. And it is the Tadami, and it is the first Japanese route from Union Workshop, the Tadami line. Yeah, let's get into the article. We premiered the first glance of the highly anticipated Tadami line gameplay on the Dovetail Direct this year, which is available to view on our Train Sim Mode 6 channel. Let's hear from the Union Workshop team on their current progress of this route. Again, look at that. Absolutely beautiful scenery. Looking awesome there. The Tadami line runs along the Tadami River, and its charm lies in the magnificent scenery of the changing seasons. The train passes through many bridges and tunnels heads to Okuazu. The scenery outside the window is refreshing. Many domestic and foreign photographers come here to capture this breathtaking scenery. It was even selected as the top of the top ten most beautiful autumn leaves railways by national media. Looking absolutely fantastic. Really, really fantastic. Amazing photos there. The areas along the line not only have beautiful natural scenery, but also nurture unique local culture. One of the pleasures of this journey is to immerse yourself in the nostalgic scenery and experience a daily life intertwined with legends and stories. The Tadami line inherits the history, the mountain village, the food culture, and the exquisite craftsmanship, and continues to protect people's reunion and separation. Don't forget to get a craft called Akabeko as a souvenir, which will feature as collectibles in game. Again, fantastic screenshots there. In TSW Tadami line, we are offering the classic Kiha 40 DMU. The Kiha 40 DMU was one of the most common diesel trains in Japan. The Tadami line started operating Kiha 40 in 1979 and all trains were retired in July 2020. We offer 3 classic liveries including Tohoku local colours, National Railways orange and Niigata colours. Thank you to the Union Workshop team for this update. We know you've all been waiting patiently for more updates on Train Sim World's first Japanese route, and alongside its release into Train Sim World 6, we'll be adding full Japanese localization support. So let's go through a few more screenshots. This is obviously the train we'll be getting to drive, and there are 2 of the different liveries. They said there's 3 of them. Looking awesome. Another photo of the train station or inside a concourse. Yeah, look at these. Looking absolutely stunning. We can't wait to share more. Follow our socials to keep updated with the latest news. So next up, I'm not going to talk through this one too much. It's basically just another expert loco from TSG. And it's a freight train, DB freight train, so let's just go through the screenshots of this one quickly. Yeah, looking awesome. I mean, we've got another route from Just Trains. This one is another one set in the BR times. I really wish, and I don't mean to be horrible, I really wish Just Trains would do a modern route for Train Sim World for once. I know they've done modern routes for Train Sim Classic, but it would just be so cool if they could just do a modern route on Train Sim World for once. I get they love making their BR stuff, it's, and that's really popular and so on. But I just think maybe one day they could I don't know, try doing a modern route of some sort. But yeah, it runs on Crewe to Preston. Looks awesome. These are the trains, some of the trains that'll be included. Yeah. Another one that's coming to Train Sim World is the Class 805 from All Aboard Studios. Yep, this is going to be a train that will be available. I don't know when, but yeah. The Class 805. Yep. Another Avanti West Coast train. I had a funny feeling this would come to Train Sim World at some point, and it's pretty much coming very soon. Would you know it? I can't wait to drive a Class 805. Another variant of the Hitachi Class 800 series. Yeah. It's pretty much going to be included on West Coast Main Line South, but I think it will also be included on other routes as well that one's on. And there's going to be a new timetable as well, with over 2,000 services and more than 1,000 drivable ones on West Coast Main Line South. South, you've got another train here, BR420. Looking cool. Transport for Words Class 142. This is going to be an exciting addition to to Garden City Network. Yeah, it's a loco add-on, but it's a modern day Class 142. So I guess this is the first time Just Trains are actually doing something modern, even though it's an old train. It's got modern features and stuff. But yeah, this one seems to be a transitional era 142 from when Arriva trains are slowly becoming Transport for Wales. But yeah, looking cool regardless. Loving the unique livery. Awesome. Another screenshot there. And there's one without the Transport for Wales branding. Got some gameplay packs coming as well. Well, we already know about this one anyway. The HST farewell pack is something I'm excited for. Yeah. This is one of the liveries that's going to be included on the HST. Looking awesome. That's another livery of a HST there. Not sure what sort of coach this is, but looks cool regardless. And this is the one thing we are all waiting for. Well, one thing I'm very excited for. Yeah. I wouldn't say I'm hyped for this because it has taken a while, but no, I'm making it. But yeah, as I was saying, you guys, I'm sorry for that small interruption there. I do apologise for that. Yeah, the GWE remaster has taken a while, but that's because of the absolute mess West Coast Main 9 South was in with the timetable and stuff that sort of delayed the release of GWE remaster, but he has worked on his own on it, so respect to him. It's looking awesome, and yeah, I'm just being very patient like the rest of everyone else. But here's some of the screenshots. Lovely one of the HST here. You've got some more screenshots here. You can really notice the night and day difference. This route has clearly had a massive upgrade. Yeah, it's looking great. Got some questions here. Yeah. Yeah, awesome stuff. There's not really much else to cover. But if I had to guess when they will announce the release date for the GWE remaster, I will say October roadmap at the earliest. I'm not 100% saying that is when they're going to announce. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but we will see. I'm hoping they will release it in October, like properly, but we will see. We're almost there now, and I look forward to playing it. Anyway, you guys, thank you for watching another video on the channel. Yeah, this is going to be the last Train Sim World video in general until early access on the 25th of September. And yeah, thank you guys for watching another video on the channel. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.